Hi, my name is Tasha, and today I'm going to give you a brief presentation on why we should be feeding the hungry as a church. First of all, we're going to start off by defining the term hungry. I just want to make sure that everyone knows what hunger is. According to Merriam-Webster Dictionary, hunger is defined as a craving or urgent need for food or a specific nutrient, an uneasy sensation or occasioned by the lack of food, a weakened condition brought by the prolonged lack of food. So as you can see, hunger deals with food or the lack of. However, when referring to politics, humanitarian aid, or social sciences, the definition for hunger differs. In these cases, the definition for hunger is a condition in which a person, for a sustained period, is unable to eat sufficient food to meet basic nutritional needs. So I want to make sure we remember, it is not just a person going without food, but it is a person that goes without sufficient food to meet the basic nutritional needs for a sustained period of time. So, exactly who is hungry? According to Feed America, 1 in 7 people in North Carolina are hungry. That averages out to 1.5 million North Carolinians. Among that 1.1 in 7 people, 1 in 5 children are hungry. That's over 479 children in North Carolina. Of the families facing hunger, we would need almost $771 million more to meet the basic food needs of the families. That's just here in North Carolina. This is one reason why we should start feeding the hungry in our community. So how can we help? Let's look at some ways, such as soup kitchens, Salvation Army, and even starting a meal program. A soup kitchen is a place where food is offered for free or at a reduced rate. They're located in lower income neighborhoods. Because we're in the rural areas of North Carolina, there are not many soup kitchens here. However, when you go into larger cities such as Raleigh, Charlotte, Greensboro, Wilmington, Winston-Salem, you do find soup kitchens. They often obtain their food from food banks, sometimes free, sometimes at a reduced rate. They use this food to feed as many hungry people or many people in need as they can. They also are staffed totally by volunteers. The volunteers come from community groups and churches. So it's people just like us. Which is one reason why we should help feed the hungry. If we can't do it, and if we don't volunteer, who's going to help? Also, the Salvation Army is a place that we should also volunteer. You might want to say, why? Well, let me tell you. The Salvation Army provides meals through food pantries. They also have meal programs. They also have community gardens. Salvation Army help in other ways also, but for today's purposes, we're just going to focus on helping feed the hungry. We can start our own meal program. Just like the Salvation Army have their community gardens, in rural North Carolina, farmland, we all have gardens here. We all grow our own little vegetables, whether we have a garden or whether we grow it in pots. We can grow vegetables to give back to the community. We have to start somewhere. If that's where we can start, why not? We can possibly start a meal program for the summertime. Kids are about to get out of school. One of the concerns with the kids eating during the summer is now that school is out, Will kids get that adequate meal during the day? Will they receive breakfast? Will they receive lunch? We can start a summer program. Also, we can start a program where we can just provide meals to the community. Anyone that wants it can come. Open it up. Charities and nonprofits. There are several charities and nonprofit organizations that want to combat hunger across the United States and across the country. Some of those charities are Feeding America, Action Against Hunger, Meals on Wheels of America, Share Our Children, Share Our Strength, No Kid Hunger. Donate your time. Donate food. Donate money. If you have nothing to donate, volunteer. It does make a difference. Why should we help? We should help, one, because we've already said it's 1 out of 7 people in North Carolina that's hungry. That means within this church, we have people that's hungry. No, they may not voluntarily tell us that they're hungry. They may not look like they're hungry. We may never know that they're hungry. But just because we do not know and they do not ask or tell, does not mean we should not do something about it. We should start here, because if our church starts today, the church down the street may start tomorrow. If this community starts feeding the hungry, the next community will start feeding the hungry. Hopefully it will be a domino effect, and that $771 million will not seem so far out of reach in a few years. Other reasons why we should help. Just a couple of scriptures from the Bible. Trust me, it is way more than these 4. We should help because the Bible is telling us, as Christians, we're supposed to help our neighbors. This is one of my favorite scriptures from Deuteronomy that tells us why we're supposed to help. At the end of the day, we as Christians should not allow anyone to go hungry if we can do anything about it. We should start here in our own community, in our own church. We have the ability to have gardens. We have the ability to help the next person. We should do that. We should not have people in our church going hungry. We should not be willing to allow our neighbors to go hungry. What we need to do today is start feeding the hungry, donating to the soup kitchens, donating to the Salvation Army, donating to food banks, because our ultimate goal is to help stop hunger. Thank you.